They're going to come and chill out for a while. So you're offering them kind of the great escape. So make sure you follow up with them. Even if a family member, they're the ones who normally forget the quickest. So just call them and find out, hey, are you going to be able to come? And if they say, yes, I'm coming, great, I'll see you, blah, blah, blah. If they say no, you're going to say, oh, I really hate that. So I'm sure there's probably something you'd like to order. Would you like to see the book, or would you like me to send you the link? All right, when you send the link to them that I will be emailing you shortly, when they click on that link and they order, you'll get an email saying they did. So if anyone says to you, hey, I ordered, or I'm going to order, if you don't get an email, they haven't done it. That gives you permission to call them and say, hey, you said you wanted to order, I haven't seen your order, when would you get that done? Because remember, you want all those outside orders before I come, because you get what?
A rub for every 150.
Exactly, and we want how many?
I want 4.
You want 4 free rubs? Oh, very good. Awesome. Very good. So, perfect. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have a balance, okay? So this is going to be how it's going to work. We're going to actually do this month buffalo chicken wraps. How's that sound? You're going to love it, whether you think you will or not. You're going to love it. We're going to do brownie ooh la la, and I'm going to email you a list of ingredients, and everyone's going to just think it's the best thing ever, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to get busy getting your outside orders and inviting more people. Then about 3 days before your party, I'm going to want you to go ahead and touch base with everyone. 2 days before your party, I will be touching base with you. This is what I'm going to ask you, Penny. You ready? How many people definitely said yes to coming to your party?
Okay.
That's the people who said yes. Not that you think they'll say yes, or you want to tell me yes because it makes me happy. How many people said yes? I do not count spouses, and I do not count children. Then I'm going to say how many people have you not heard from, and how many people are maybes. Then I'm going to say to you how many outside orders you have. Remember, they can go through the email link, and I will see them. You can send me a picture of it, and I'll have it. But if you kind of keep them all yourself and just give them to that night, I'm not going to know where you are. I want to be prepared to know what I'm going to be giving you that night. Okay? And then I'm going to ask you if you bought your ingredients, or at least gotten your ingredient list. And then I'm going to ask you how to get to your house. How's that sound?
Okay.
Pretty good? All right. Now, I'm here. I'm not going to micromanage you. But I'm going to touch base with you probably via text. I think you put on your sheet that you don't mind being text. And I'll just make sure that you've already gotten all those invitations out if you need anything. I am here. We are girlfriends together. We're going to get through this, and you're going to have the biggest shopping spree that you can ever imagine with a Pampered Chef. How's that sound?
Sounds great.
All right. Do you need anything?
Nope.
You good?
Yep.
All right. Get busy, girl. I'll be talking to you in a few days.
Thank you.
There you go. There's your host coaching right there.
Awesome.
You set expectation. Every host wants to be as big and as better than any host you've ever had before. Expect that big. And you tell them most people have blah, blah, blah. Here's your success your success formula. You want to give them the opportunity to succeed. Sometimes it just goes right over their head, and sometimes it doesn't. But most of my hosts, when I'll say, hey, so how are you? Are you happy with where your show is? They'll say, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to have a $600 show. Well, then how do you think we had a $1,200 show? Because I did everything you said. And I don't mean that in a cocky way, but I prepared them to know what to expect if they just put forth a little bit of effort. All right? Now we're going to finish host coaching. We've done your party, Penny. Everyone is left, and Penny's over there saying, how'd I do? How'd I do? And I'm going to say, oh, you did great, Penny. Now sit down. Tell me, who else is left to order? Who didn't come tonight, Penny, that you were expecting to come?
Brian.
Who?
Brian.
Okay, we'll write her down. Who else?
Carrie.
Okay. Who else? Anybody else?
Sandy.
Okay. Anybody else?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Anyone that you didn't get an outside order from that said they were going to order, they just haven't done it yet?
My mom.
Very good. Anybody else?
My sister Sally.
Anybody else that maybe you forgot to ask and you can slip in at the last minute? Oh, I'm doing a really quick catalog show, so how about?
My boss.
Okay, very good. So we've got about 7 people on the list now. So right now, Penny, where do you think your sales are, Penny?
400.
400. Well, you know, Penny, your sales are at $850.
Oh.
And you got 7 people on your list who are still saying yes to ordering. And the average order with Pampered Chef is about $40 to $50. Penny, you're going to easily hit a $1,000 show. But let me tell you where you could be. You could be at a $1,200 show. So let me write down all the benefits that you're going to get at a $1,200 show. Now, if you don't hit it, it's fine. But this is what you can get. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
How much time do you think you need to be able to collect these orders from these people?
How about by Friday?
Okay, and that's normally just a couple of days. We don't extend out. If they can't give you an order before your party, they ain't giving you an order a week later, okay? So that's how you do it. It ain't over till it's over, girls. You host coach them at the beginning. If they don't catch on, you get them at the end.
So are you doing it at the show then?
At the show. Yes, and I never tell them where they are until they've given me a list of who else is going to order. Now, sometimes they say that's everybody. And it may be $495. And then I'll say, girlfriend, nobody else? And they say, I'm done. And I'll say, well, look, you need to add $5 something, or something that's inexpensive on your wish list of somebody's order so we can get you to $500 and you get $90 free. And most of the people who are at that point, they go, oh my gosh, I'm getting $90 free. I'm so excited. And then you say, oh, you're getting 3 things at half price, 3 things at half price. They get really excited, guys. So you just got to know who your people are. You probably know walking in kind of how it's going to go, but always keep pumping them up. You are not just an encourager for them, you are a cheerleader. Because when they're happy, they tell all their friends, and they all want you. Remember, the best part of booking your show with Karen Smith is me. Because I'm going to make sure I provide and follow through and do everything that they need. And that's what we're here for. We don't just do cooking shows. We do life. Okay? That make sense? Y'all got it? Any questions? Can you say that? Can you say what I said tonight to a host?
I don't know.
What could you not say?
It sounded kind of like bullying.
It did sound bullying to you? Did it sound bullying to you?
Not so much.
Not so much?
More direct.
More
I
direct.
just think if you say, I'm here to help you get what you want. I want you to get as much Pampered Chef.
I never
for
say
free.
me. I never say me in the entire conversation. Now, Penny only had 10 minutes, so I had to boom, 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 boom. If Penny had longer, I'd be, hey, girlfriend, did you know, and we'd be like, okay, what do you think? Okay, so if you want your kid to do something, are you going to say, little Johnny, will you go make up your bed? Does that really make me happy? You'd say, Johnny, you need to go make your bed. So, Penny, you need to get on the phone and get these people invited because you're having a party. And guess what? She's going to feel like this when nobody shows up to her party. You know how hard it is to make someone feel wonderful when they feel like this because no one showed up? Do you know how many hosts I've had where they're about in tears because they think nobody's coming to their party? Our job is to make them feel special. And I've had people say, no one ever comes to my party, and tonight I had 15 people. And I say to them, oh, I don't have enough room in my house. I don't care. We want standing room only because we want everybody saying, oh my gosh, you should have been at Penny's party last night. It was standing room only. Everybody was there. Penny's the most amazing person ever. And I asked her, can you do that? What do you think about this? Is it okay if I call? I'm going to call. I let her know up front. Are you good with this? How is it? And I didn't say with it in your thing, but normally I'll say, I am here to help you. Whether you have a $300 show or a $1,000 show, we are connected at the hip. We are going to have a good time. I give them a way to release if they just can't do it. But I don't let them out of it. Because if you're not direct with them, you're going to lose that show. If you don't tell them what they can expect because people are busy. I mean, I don't know if any of y'all have kids. I mean, kids today, when they invite people to their birthday parties, people do not even call to say they're coming. And there are kids who have birthday parties and no one shows up. Now, if that was my kid, I'd be on the phone. My daughter's getting ready to get married. And everyone's already forewarned me. People don't RSVP. By golly, they better RSVP because my daughter's going to walk down the aisle with everybody watching her. Because it will be a day to be remembered. I don't care if they want to be there or not. They're going to be there. They're going to be there. I've got a lot of money for it. I mean, that's just the way it is. But you can do it with soft tones. I'm coming across kind of aggressive. But I'm not aggressive like that on the phone. I'm a cheerleader. I am stroking them every bit. But you got to know who your person is.
Well, and
Penny don't need to be stroked. Penny's like me. Penny needs direct. She's got to go. Let's just hit the highlights. Tell her what I need to do, and I'm going to do it. I already figured that out. I already know Penny. If I don't know the host, I go in really calm. So, what is it you want? Why did you decide to have a party? I start asking those things. But Penny don't have time for that. I've already met her. I already know what she wants. I'm on it.
Fair enough.
Because she was very direct with me. I got 10 minutes. She got 10 minutes, I'm taking every bit of it. Yeah.
Alright, question.
Uh-huh.
So you do 2 phone calls pretty much. You do one about 3 weeks out and one 2 days out, and everything else is via text, email, whatever.
However they
Their
can talk.
favorite.
Yes. Facebook, message them, text them, email, whatever happens.
Do you
Yes.
set up the Facebook party at all or no?
Do I set up a Facebook
Yeah.
party? No, I am not techie. And it would take longer for me to set up a Facebook party than it would be for me to mail invitations.
Okay.
So how do you typically have them invite people?
I have them send postcards, whether they hand them out or they mail them, I don't really care. I mean, I encourage them to hand them out. But again, if they're inviting Facebook guys, you gotta know who your person is. Now, I had someone who just invited 50 people to their party via Facebook. They ended up doing an $1,800 show. Everyone responded back to her via Facebook. We had 20-some people there, and it was fabulous. It worked for her. But she used to be a Pampered Chef consultant too.
So she knew how to,
She knew how to do it. Most people, they actually put it in,
and they don't do anything.
and they don't do anything, and they watch. I had a lady who invited 100 people. I don't know, she never was quite clear how many invitations she gave out, because I couldn't quite get it out of her. There's times they don't give me information. So how many people did you invite? Well, did you know that? Okay, well, what about this? And I go through this game with them. But she said, I invited 100 people via Facebook, and I said, let me tell you what's going to happen. If people don't start RSVPing, then everyone waits. Because they want to see if this person's coming, this person's coming, this person's coming, and they don't know. So if someone tells you they're coming, but they don't put it on Facebook, then you need to put it on Facebook. I'm so excited. You know, Michelle's coming to my Pampered Chef party. Because they're all waiting. And that's a bad day to know. Now this lady, she ended up, okay, talking about me, you know, pushy, bullying, whatever, not. But let me tell you what happened to this lady. She invited 10 people. Got on the phone, I pumped her up a little bit. And when I called her, she had 4 people come to her party. When I got through with her, she had 15 come to her party. She ended up having an $800 show. Would she do it again? Yes, she would. The 100 people she invited on Facebook, 3 said they were coming, and I was one of them.
She was the other.
Hmm?
She said she was the other.
Usually it's the case.
She probably was. I didn't even check. I just knew I was one of them. So that's what we have to do. Because if you don't do that and help your host, I mean, just like if you're trying to find something in Walmart and you can't find it, do you want someone to say, I'm sure you'll find it sooner or later? Or do you want them to say, oh, come on, girlfriend, let's go find it. This is what you need. Let's just get it. Here you go. Whoop.
So
And
you
that's
do
what people
them,
want.
you do them postcards in the packet,
Uh-huh.
and then do you just mail them labels later, or send them?
Okay, so if I hand a packet out at a show, okay, because we want you to really hand them out at the show, because then you have no money involved, other than the expense of what's going in the packet. Then I will mail the labels like the next day, so they get those labels.
What do you
What
put on
labels
those
do you-
labels?
On the labels, I do it just like the postcards, so like on the very, okay, so I'll tell you, so you get the labels, there are 30 on the thing, all right, you ready? So at the very top, font 3, space, down to the next line, font 7, you ready? That just makes it easier. Space over twice, so it's not right on the line. Date, time, second line, who the host is, or hostesses. Next line, location. I just make it all one line. So if Penny's having her party at Michelle's house and they're co-host, then I put location, Michelle's home address. And it might not have the city because everybody knows where Michelle is, okay? The fourth line is going to be RSVP to Penny at this number by this date. They never read it, but I do it. Somebody might. And I want her to know that I'm expecting an RSVP. So it's being consistent, guys, being consistent, all right? The next line, because we changed our system a little bit, I kind of changed out what I do. So what I do is I